Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Half-Life Opposing Force walkthrough for the PC, played on the difficult difficulty. This is the original 1999 release. I'm Big Mac Davis, and this is Chapter 2, Welcome to Black Mesa.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you've woken up. Corporal Shephard, is it? I've read the tag on your uniform. I'm glad to see my life-saving efforts weren't in vain. I can't say the same for him. I'm afraid you have been through a serious accident. Most of your friends didn't make it. I was hoping that you soldiers had come to rescue us, but now it seems we are all in the same situation. I think I saw a radio near the crash site where I found you. Perhaps you can go there and radio for help?
Now, one thing I want to make clear here. The reason why Adrian Shephard and the rest of my Marines are not attacking these scientists is because we didn't receive the orders to do so. If you remember back to the helicopter in Chapter 1, our commanding officer said, "Do you have a problem, Private? I will give you your orders when we have reached the LZ." Well, we never got those orders, so we're clueless as to what we're doing here. We think we're here to rescue the scientists. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do for this game here. There's a first aid station here, so remember where that is in case you need it. So let's go and find that radio so we can radio for help and get out of Black Mesa. And speaking of commanding officer, there he goes on a stretcher. The one who bailed out of the helicopter and left us troops to die. Good riddance to you, sir. Anyway, let's just move on.
These crab creatures have a unique parasitic strategy, don't you think?
Why are you probing a head crab?
Have you ever seen such a magnificent species? These crabs can completely control their host's nervous system. Can you imagine what the next stage of mutation looks like?
I don't want to imagine the next stage of mutation. There's our PCV vest. Let's go ahead and put it on because it will come in real handy. Now, all of these doors in this hallway section are locked, like this one. So we'll have to go down the hallway to the left of the glass wall there.
No! Oh.
Yeah, let's run before the zombie kills us, because we have no weapons to kill him yet.
That's right, I got another one.
Alright everybody, meet the Fat Guard. Yeah.
Oh man, you smell that?
He can be rather a fun character to talk to, so let's go ahead and talk to him and get him to follow us.
Okay, Shephard, I see you found your power vest. That should keep you safe out there. See, now I've heard rumors that you troops may not actually be here to rescue us. Just don't forget about us out there, alrighty? Okay, I'll let you through now.
Now, this Fat Guard will only open the door one time for you. And there's a way to keep the door open indefinitely. You just have to push this chair in between the glass doors, so that when the glass doors shut, they'll hit the chair instead. You have to be very, very exact with this, but it is possible. About right there. And then you can just squeeze past the chair inside this hallway, and then grab the wrench, a wonderful melee weapon that we will use. But for right now, we have to carefully jump crouch over the chair and back into the room. Now let's try out this wrench on this wall right here. Now here's our primary attack. Now if we hold down the secondary fire button and then release it, yeah, that's a much more powerful attack, and let's go try that out on the zombie up here. I'm curious. Yeah, even on difficult, as you can see, he is splattered by only 2 shots from the wrench. This wrench is a wonderful weapon. Alright, now once again, you have to carefully jump crouch over the chair, because if you push the chair out of the way, the doors will close and you cannot reopen them. Now we can push the chair out of the way. And see, now the doors are closed forever. Carefully go past the wire here. Now this is an optical laser room. To navigate this room, what you have to do is crouch under the right side of the green laser. And then we can't go up these stairs yet because the purple laser is blocking our path. So crouch to the left of the stairs, and then over here to this optical mirror, and then bash it. There. Problem solved. We can now move on. Now in this hallway, you want to be kind of quiet. Because if you're quiet, you can get the jump on these head crabs. One swing from the wrench. That's all it takes to kill a head crab in this game. Now when you approach this toxic goo, there's a head crab to the right, and you want to be careful. There we go. And then jump over the toxic goo, but you want to be very quick, because on the left is another head crab. There's the G-Man talking to a security guard. I wonder what the G-Man was so upset about with the security guard. And we can't use the retinal scan device to open the doors. And the security guard, no matter what we do, will not let us through the door, for some odd reason. There's some supplies underneath the stairs here, so grab it all from these crates. And then go up the stairs. And there's some more crates up here. Alright, so out in this outdoor area, we can't jump across to the next ledge with that health pack on it. So what we have to do is jump to the ledge below it. And you want to be very careful as you navigate and jump across the ledges, because if you fall, you are as good as dead. So don't fall. Just carefully jump across the ledges. Now walk across this dead vortigaunt, and you'll pick up a knife, a wonderful melee weapon as well. And now we can jump across to the ledge with the med pack on it if we need it. And by the way, this door right here is locked. So jump across to the darkened opening, and careful of this head crab. How did you hit me? Well, regardless, you are now dead. Let's continue on through this opening. There's our crashed helicopter, but it's highly electrified, so we can't go through there because we'll die. So we'll have to turn off the power. To do that, what we have to do is go through these half-open doors. And be careful, there's like 3 head crabs over there. And the last 2 will fall from that hole there in the wall. So just kill them with the knife. The knife is a very great weapon to use because it slashes very quickly. Alright, and inside of this hole is somewhat of a secret area, but you have to use this rock to jump into it. It can be very tricky. You have to get the angle just right. There's an armor battery inside this hole, so grab that. Nice little secret area there. Alright, so we'll move on. Don't touch the fence.
Hello, soldier, sir.
You fat, stupid guard. What did you expect when you touched that? And how did you expect to haul your lard ass up over this fence anyway? You know, maybe if you spent less time filling your face with donuts and more time filling your face with logic, you'd figure that out. Oh, electric fence equals zap. Oh well. It's the way it goes. Alright, so find this little vent opening and go through it. Now this part can be tricky. What you have to do is wait for the electricity on the right side to power off for a couple seconds and then just go through it. And then to the other side. And it only works on the right side. The left electrical wire will never turn off. So go towards the right side. Now, do not touch the fence. Do not touch the power boxes. Let's grab the gun from this dead fat guard. And then find the controls right here and turn off the power. We can now touch the gate without getting damaged, and go back to that helicopter. Make sure to have your laser sight on, by the way. Now, I'm going to equip the wrench because there are 2 vortigaunts that will spawn in this hallway. And I like to kill the second one with a secondary fire attack. Run. Don't stop running. And then hide behind the debris. And wham! Right on that second vortigaunt who spawns in. That's very fun and very easy. And for the second vortigaunt, just shoot him dead. Remember that headshots, they count more than body shots, so always aim for the head if you can. With the electricity off, we can safely pass through. There's the radio! Let's use it.
Shepherd, you're alive. Listen, we've been cut up pretty bad and orders are coming down to pull out. Repeat, pull out. Apparently they've got other plans for Black Mesa now. If you can make your way through the transit system, you can probably reach the surface where we are pulling out. Good luck. Over.
The Marines are pulling out of Black Mesa. They have other plans for Black Mesa, apparently. Well now, shit just got real, apparently. So we have to make our way to the surface in order to escape. Which, you know, is going to be a daunting task. Hopefully we'll make it in time. That's our only concern right now, is get to the surface and find our comrades. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do after talking to the radio is go down the ladder. You can use night vision if you can't see, and down the next ladder. You can just fall off this ledge. Now there's 3 barnacles here, and they're too high up to where you can slash them and you'll take damage, so I just shoot them with the pistol. Or the 357 pistol. I don't even know what it is, but it uses 357 ammo. Carefully use this ladder. Even if you fall off the ladder, you'll just fall in some water, so no big deal. Now down here in this water, find this little tunnel here, and go down it. The only thing down here is this 357 ammo. That's all that's down here, so grab that, and then just go back up the ladder. because ammo right now is pretty handy. And we'll continue on. Now there's nothing to see out here except if you want to look down or if you want to look up. That's all that's out here. So we'll just continue on. Have the vortigaunts see you, but then peek back around the corner, get a secondary fire ready on the wrench. Well, that vortigaunt usually comes out further in the hallway to where you can easily hit him, but he stopped short. Maybe I wasn't hidden far enough, I don't know. Maybe I goofed up. Anyway, we have the shotgun now, and what we can do here is use the pistol, or the 357 pistol, whatever it is, to sneak shoot a couple of vortigaunts and a couple of barnacles. And while we're doing this, I'd like to give a shout out to Jimmy GGS91 of YouTube. He is going to be starting videos shortly. He would like me to give him a shout out. So yeah, he's going to start doing games with commentary. He's from Brazil, so he might do a few commentaries in Portuguese. So any of my Brazilian subscribers who want to want to see a Brazilian do gaming videos, go check out his channel. I'll leave the link in the description. So yeah, awesome guy, really cool guy. So go check him out. Alright, so, through the door. Now down here, this lift will lower down, and you want to hide in the hallway because of what's on the lift. There's a headshot. Another headshot, that's awesome. Alright, headshots count more than body shots. You can break these crates for some ammo, or for some health and some batteries. Now this part. You have to jump onto that there, and then run, because yeah, that will collapse. You have to be very quick with that. Now on the left side, memorize where that broken ladder is. And then approach the door over here. And then run to the broken ladder, and stand underneath it, and just wait. Oh shit, it's rising. Wait for this to fall down and then jump to it. Now you have to be kind of quick here, and you have to carefully navigate along these tight ledges. There's the G-Man. The door's locked. Wait a minute. The G-Man opened the door for us. Well, thank you, G-Man. Let's go thank him. He's gone. He disappeared. And look, we would have died if it weren't for the G-Man's intervention to press these buttons. Well now. Let's go down the lift. Alright, so you have to jump crouch onto this green crate to get the ammo. And there's a health pack inside that crate there. Now, use the shotgun to blow open the explosive crate, and then you're going to want to carefully jump across the toxic goo as best you can. Now, when you bash this wooden crate here, the closest one, strafe as soon as you break it, and that head crab will commit suicide, which is always fun to see. Alright, so equip your pistol, and shoot the, head crab on that crate there. And you can sometimes get this head crab to jump into the toxic goo. Well, like I said, sometimes. He didn't want to go inside there. That's okay. Another head crab is there. Okay. Well, that's okay. We would have used the explosive crate. What you're supposed to do, or what you can do, is blow open the explosive crate to kill that head crab, but he died of the toxic goo, which is much more exhilarating and exciting to see. And there's just 2 more head crabs on the stairs. Alright, so now we'll go up the stairs, and there's a health machine here if you need it. And then these buttons right here, they don't work. So what we have to do is use the conveyor control. Move the lift over there as far left as it can go. All the way to the left. Then, move the lift a little bit to the right side. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, just like that. And then you can come down here to these green crates right here and jump up them to the top of them, and then jump to the lift and jump to the armor battery, and then open the door. Now we'll go back to the control area again, and we're going to move the lift to the right side. All the way until it's right in front of that crate right there. You can jump out the window and onto the green crates, but it takes a very precise angle to do it, and it takes a long time for me to do it. Anyway, jump on the lift, and then carefully jump onto the green crate there. I almost missed it. And then onto the dry patch of ground there. Those are some difficult jumps to make, and if you have to try several times, go for it. Press this button right here to raise the arms. Now, if you remember from Chapter 1 of the original Half-Life, our tram car came through here. If you remember the robot carrying the crate, he walked along this passageway. If you don't remember, go and watch my Chapter 1 video, or just go play Chapter 1 yourself. It's a nice homage to the original Half-Life. Anyway, so now we'll just jump into this pipe and fall into the water. And be careful to not fall on the cement parts, because you can die. Now find the opening in the grating right here and go through. There's a couple of barnacles here that you can just knife to death. And then you can swim through to the next section, where there are now 3 barnacles that you can kill, and they are way high up. But don't worry, the fall will not hurt you, because you just fall into some water. These guys are always so fun to kill. Not really. Alright, so find the ladder and go up it. Now you'll come to an area with 3 more barnacles. You can kill the first 2 with the knife, but the third one always glitches me. In terms of, I'll actually get stuck in between the 2 little protruding pieces of wall there. I don't know why, so I just used the gun on him to avoid that glitch altogether. Now turn right and you can get some frag grenades. We can use those later on. Let's just continue on for right now. Aw, there's a poor robot who's stuck. Let's get him unstuck by using the shotgun to blow up the explosive crate. Now that he's unstuck, he can maneuver freely. And while this robot is in the room, it set a lockdown on these ladders. The lockdown will be cancelled once he exits this room. there he goes. And there the bars will move out of the way so we can go down the ladder. Go down this ladder. Don't go down the other ladder over there. That's not a good thing. Carefully navigate these crates. They're tough. Especially this jump right here. Whew. You can easily overshoot or undershoot. It's easy to mess up in this section. And then jump over here and press the yellow button. That will get rid of the toxic goo so you can walk along the floor freely. Alright. So now we can go across this floor to this door and press the button to open it up. Equip the pistol and have it ready. And then go up the lift. Now you want to be very quick up here. 4 hound eyes. Now, if they all decide to rush you at the same time, you may have to run around and shoot them one at a time, because you don't want them all gaining up on you, but it's not that hard either way. Now up here, there's a rail car we can jump into, but if you want to, there's actually an easier way to do it. I don't find it easier, but some people do. Push this over to the edge, and then push it towards the rail car. Or the tram car, I'm sorry, tram. And then what you can do, once you've pushed it this far, is you can actually get it into position, and then jump onto it, and use this piece of steel to jump into the rail car. But you have to jump and then crouch at the last second. I find that tougher to do, to be honest. I find it easier to just jump and then crouch inside. You have to jump and crouch. Jump, crouch. Just like that, and you'll be able to make it. And that's the end of this chapter. I will see you guys in Chapter 3. We are pulling out. I'm Big Mac Davis, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.